Welcome back, friends. You're watching Tech Frontier, and today we continue exploring some of the most advanced and fascinating machines in the automotive world. And the car we're looking at today represents the natural next step in the evolution of the British Super Grand Tourer, transforming an already charismatic coupe into something even more aggressive, emotional, and technologically refined. While many competitors are moving deeper into hybridization, Aston Martin continues placing its faith in a pure V8, precise engineering refinement, and maximum driving emotion. Meet the Aston Martin DB12 S, the new flagship of the DB lineup, officially unveiled in October 2025 and delivered to its first customers in the spring of 2026. At the core of the DB12 S remains the same 4-liter twin-turbocharged V8 sourced from Mercedes-AMG, but this time with completely revised calibrations. Power has increased from 671 to 690 horsepower, while torque remains at 800 Newton-meters, now delivered more smoothly and consistently across the entire rev range. That is enough for the car to sprint from 0 to 100 kilometers per hour in just 3.5 seconds, and reach a top speed of 325 kilometers per hour. Gear changes from the 8-speed automatic transmission have also become dramatically faster. Shift times have been reduced by an impressive 43%, with each gear now engaging in only 120 milliseconds. But the biggest transformation in the DB12S is not simply the extra horsepower, it's the way the car actually drives. Aston Martin engineers completely reworked the chassis to make the car simultaneously sharper, more responsive, and more comfortable. The rear anti-roll bar became half a millimeter thicker, increasing rear axle stiffness by 7%. The adaptive dampers received entirely new software calibration, making the suspension response more predictable and linear. As a result, the nervousness that occasionally affected the standard DB12 has disappeared, replaced by remarkable stability and smoothness at high speeds. The DB12S also comes standard with carbon ceramic brakes, reducing unsprung mass by nearly 30 kilograms. Visually, the DB12S can immediately be recognized by its redesigned aerodynamic elements. There is a larger front splitter, new hood vents for extracting hot air, redesigned side skirts, and a fixed rear wing replacing the active airblade system. At the rear, the car features stacked dual exhaust outlets positioned on either side of a massive diffuser. Customers can also option a titanium exhaust system that weighs 11 kilograms less than the standard setup while adding an even more aggressive soundtrack. Roughly 1.5 decibels louder, inside the cabin still combines handcrafted British luxury with cutting-edge technology, but this time with a major update. The DB12S becomes the first production car to feature Apple CarPlay Ultra integration. Now your iPhone does far more than simply display maps or music on the center screen. It fully integrates into the digital instrument cluster itself. Drivers can adjust climate controls, select driving modes, manage driver assistance systems, and even customize the appearance of the gauges directly through the familiar CarPlay interface. The Aston Martin DB12S is aimed at drivers who find the regular DB12 not quite sharp enough, yet consider the Bentley Continental GT too soft and relaxed. It is significantly more aggressive and athletic than its predecessor, while still preserving the charisma and effortless long-distance comfort expected from a true Grand Tourer. And yes, the car remains relatively heavy, and the transmission can occasionally feel slightly rougher than ideal. But in 2026, the DB12S is one of the rare remaining cars capable of delivering pure, unfiltered emotion from a powerful V8 engine. In a world increasingly dominated by electric vehicles and hybrids, it still offers the loud, emotional character of a true British supercar, one capable of conquering virtually any road on Earth. And that concludes today's story. You are watching Tech Frontier. Subscribe for more cinematic supercars, extreme engineering, and the most fascinating machines from around the world. Until next time, friends.